Good morning, students. Today we are going to start SST chapter 19. The name of the chapter is Human Development. This is the first part of this chapter. So let's begin with the introduction of the chapter Human Development. Now, what is human development? We have heard about human development everywhere, especially in radio, news, TV, newspapers, etc. Also, you can see on the screen that this term is being used in media by some institutions or government or political leaders also keep on boasting about this term human development. Government also frames many policies keeping in mind human development. That is, in Hindi we call it Vikas. Also, many leaders, while election, promise us that if you vote us, we will do development. But what is the funda of human development? What exactly it wants to bring? It revolves around three aspects, as it is mentioned on the slide. That is, the first aspect is expansion of human capacities. That is, growth of human capacities, developing human capacities to do work. Now, if a person is educated, he can satisfy his needs by earning. That is, man himself is income generating machine. Now, we are the second most populated country in the world. Then, this population, if is educated properly, if it is given health facilities properly, that is, अगर हम इसी population को ज़्यादा एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड कर अच्छी एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करके हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज़ देकर या फिर उनकी स्किल्स डेवलप करें तो यही पॉपुलेशन जो है हमारे लिए पॉजिटिवली वर्कआउट करेगी. So this population will be able to perform economic activities and will generate more GDP. That way a country can progress. So if we focus on human capacity, then India's future growth will definitely be for sure. Second aspect, which is prevalence of preferences, that is freedom of choice. That is, a person should be free to choose any field, should be free to do something on his own. Whatever he likes, he can choose it. So preference means choice. Now, if I want to do something, then I should have the option of choosing my own career and occupation as per my wish. But in olden days, people had to choose agriculture because they were not educated, they had less knowledge. उन्हें और कुछ आता नहीं था, उनके पास इतनी स्किल्स नहीं थी. बट लोगों के पास स्किल्स हैं अब, तो वो अपने ऑक्यूपेशंस को चूज़ कर सकते हैं. Now they have better options because they have developed their skills and they can work for industry as well as for agriculture as per their wish. Now the third aspect, which is human rights, that is equality. If we look at our system in India, we follow orthodox system. That is, India is still very orthodox. Now development should be done on the basis of equality, where the caste, religion, area should be no bar for development. It should be equal in rural as well as urban areas. So development should be spread equally across every segment of the society. Moving on to next, which is economics as a part of social science. That is, we are learning economics, which is a part of social science. Now this economics is further divided in two categories, that is economic systems and social systems. Let's look into economic systems, that is human development. On the basis of economic systems, the study of economic system revolves around numbers. That is, economic term means monetary, that is financially हम कितने stable हैं, यानी finance related matters. So this revolves around quantitative data, that is production and consumption, income and expenditure, profit and loss. All these things are measured in terms of money, that is of some number might be given. If we look at it, individually किस level तक development पहुंच रहा है, we have to find it. Now if we say that our country is developing, तो वो कैसे जज करेंगे हमारी कंट्री डेवलप हो रही है? इंसान की बेसिक नीड्स सेटिस्फाई हो रही हैं कि नहीं. दैट इज कमिंग टू सोशल सिस्टम्स नाउ. We have looked at economic systems, which is related in quantitative data, that is in numbers, it is measured. Now coming to social systems, that is for physical well-being, a human being needs food, clothing and shelter. If he wants to live a well-satisfied life, so first he will satisfy his basic needs, that is food, clothing and shelter. Now, apart from that, after satisfying these needs, human development can be possible if a person has good health facilities, education, and opportunity to earn or develop his skills. Now, below this economic systems and social system, on the left hand side, a box is given to you. In that, let's understand what is written. Human development differs from country to country, region to region. That is, there are many countries in the world where each country has different level of human development. Human development is not the same everywhere in the world. Different countries have different measurement of human development. We have developed, developing and underdeveloped nations in the world. Now let's understand this concept by an example. That is, जितना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी वाटर सप्लाई इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक अंडर डेवलप्ड नेशन के लिए है उतना एक डेवलप्ड कंट्री के लिए नहीं होता. दैट इज़ वाटर सप्लाई या इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक डेवलप्ड नेशन के लिए इतना ज़रूरी नहीं है जितना अंडर डेवलप्ड नेशन के लिए है. बिकॉज अ डेवलप्ड कंट्री ऑलरेडी हैज़ दीज फैसिलिटी. दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड एज डेवलप्ड and it has many more facilities. So for them, that is for developed nations, human development is a different concept and underdeveloped nations के लिए बिल्कुल अलग होगा concept. So we can't compare them for human development because each country has different requirements as per their situations. Moreover, region to region भी हम human development का concept जो है वो different होगा. Like in India, we have rural as well as urban area. सो इन दोनों एरियाज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट या नेसेसिटीज़ जो हैं वो बिल्कुल अलग अलग होंगी. रूरल एरिया के लिए जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो अर्बन एरिया की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होगी. अर्बन एरिया में वो सब चीज़ें पहले से ही हैं, इसलिए अर्बन एरिया को उन सब चीज़ों की ज़रूरत नहीं है जो रूरल एरिया में एक नेसेसिटी होंगी. सो इट इज़ अ कॉम्प्लेक्स फिनोमिनन. ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, जहाँ हम मैन को सेंटर में रखकर एक स्टडी कर रहे हैं, जहाँ अप्रोच है कि डेवलपमेंट हो, दिस इज़ वेरी न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट. वी हैव फोकस्ड ऑन इट ड्यूरिंग लास्ट 60 to 70 years. बिफोर दैट कंट्रीज प्रॉस्पेरिटी वॉज मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेल्थ. दैट इज़ GDP देखकर जज किया जाता था कंट्री की प्रॉस्पेरिटी को. पहले हम सिर्फ इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम्स पर फोकस करते थे, अब हमने सोशल सिस्टम्स पर भी अपना फोकस शिफ्ट कर दिया है. Now UNDP, that is United Nations Development Program, has termed human development as a process of extending human aspirations and essential subsistence services. Let's understand this. Aspirations means wishes or desires, and essential subsistence means basic needs. Now if you read it from backwards, you will be able to understand. Let's understand this definition by reading it backward. That is, essential subsistence services को satisfy करने के बाद जब हमारे human aspirations, हमारे wishes भी हम satisfy कर सकते हैं, that is after satisfying our essential subsistence services, basic needs, human development focuses on extending your aspirations too. दैट इज़ बेसिक नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करने के बाद जो हमारी विशेज़ हैं, हम जब उनको फुलफ़िल कर पाएंगे तो ही ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट कहा जा सकता है. ओके, इट इज़ अ प्रोसेस ऑफ सेटिस्फाइंग बेसिक नीड्स फर्स्ट, देन सेटिस्फाइंग योर डिज़ायर्स. कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट, दैट इज़ ट्रेडिशनल अप्रोच. अर्लियर ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट वॉज evaluated on the basis of economic development only. That is, per capita income or gross national product was considered as the only measure for human development. So it was believed that if country is earning more, it will be spending more for human welfare. मतलब अगर वो अच्छा कमा रही है कंट्री, अच्छा अर्न कर रही है तो वो पैसे भी ज़्यादा खर्च कर रही होगी अपने पॉपुलेशन को डेवलप करने के लिए, उनके वेलफेयर के लिए. बट इट इज़ नॉट ट्रू. Objective of human development is to create same conditions for everybody's life so that the people may lead significant and creative life according to their talent. Now coming to conclusion, that is, economic success does not mean change in quality of life. That is, human development does not mean change in quality of life. It means income plus use of income. That is, whatever income you are earning, how you are using it to create a good life, that is, lead a good life. Now if you are earning 20,000, your family income is 20,000 per month, but the whole income is wasted in bad habits, that is consumption of alcohol or gambling, etc., and the children are not able to get proper education, you are not satisfying their basic needs, then human development is not considered here. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now coming to modern approach of development. The modern approach of development is based on four pillars, that is production, stability, equality and empowerment. First pillar is production. Production is very necessary in our country, that is, we produce finished goods and services. So production is very necessary to generate income. But along with this, we need income stability, which is the second pillar of human development. Our country faces recession, prosperity, depression, etc. Each and every country goes through this phase. But in our country, whenever inflation occurs, that is, जब भी इन्फ्लेशन होता है तो जो पुअर पीपल हैं उनकी लाइफ में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, वो बहुत सफ़र करते हैं. सो हमारे लिए जो प्रोडक्शन और नेशनल इनकम का ग्रोथ है वो स्टेबल होना चाहिए. दैट इज़ हर साल थोड़ा थोड़ा बढ़ना चाहिए या फिर कम होना चाहिए जो भी प्राइस है. सो वी शुड ट्राई टू अचीव ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट बाय नॉट क्रिएटिंग अ गैप बिटवीन रिच एंड पुअर. That is, we need to achieve equality, which is the third pillar. Equality. So if we try to maintain equality, तो जो हमारे अंडर डेवलप्ड सेगमेंट्स हैं सोसाइटी के, दैट इज़ वुमेन, SC/ST people, are they feeling empowered? Are they able to do economic activities to satisfy their needs? Are they getting employment opportunities or not? Are they able to live their life as per their wishes or not? So if we look at first two pillars, that is production and stability, these are two economic factors. The first two are economic factors and the rest two are social factors of human development. So what is human development? Now children, these points are given on page number 160, which I have summarized here. Human development means ability to lead successful and creative life. This privilege will be there only if we have capability. So the first is creation of human capabilities, that is securing opportunity. That is, we will try to develop human capability and secure opportunity to earn income only after if we have developed human capacities. The next under this is human health. So how this human capacity will develop? जब हम लोग ह्यूमन हेल्थ पे फोकस करेंगे, दैट इज़ वी हैव गुड मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़, वी विल डेवलप अ गुड हेल्थ सिस्टम, देन ओनली वी विल बी एबल टू अचीव ह्यूमन कैपेसिटीज़. द सेकेंड इज़ नॉलेज एंड स्किल. वी विल एजुकेट पॉपुलेशन एंड ट्राई टू इंक्रीज देयर नॉलेज एंड डेवलप देयर स्किल्स. सो इस ह्यूमन कैपिटल को हम अब मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. सो द सेकेंड इज़ getting opportunity for monetary benefit. That is, you will be able to get good jobs, you will be earning a good income, and then availability of resource for improved living standard. That is, if you are earning a good income, you have a job, then you will be able to satisfy your need, you will be able to buy resource to satisfy your need and have a improved living standard. You don't have to depend on anyone else to satisfy your needs. Then If you are earning, you are able to satisfy your needs, then you will be achieving a better quality of life. All these points are connected. First, you will get a job, that is monetary benefit, then is availability of resource, you will be having resources which will lead to a better quality of life. Then is obtaining personal and social security. Now, personal means income security, social security means job stability, and there should be no riots in the society or other such things. The next is utilizing human rights, that is equal right to all humans. ये जो बेनिफिट्स हैं वो हर इंसान को पहुंच रहे हैं, हर कोई इसे यूटिलाइज कर सके, ये हमें ध्यान रखना है. विच मीन्स ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट बेनिफिट्स शुड रीच इक्वली टू एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग. Now, coming to the last point, which is problems with developing countries. Why there is less human development in developing countries? We call a country as developing because they don't have a sound social and economic infrastructure. Now, what do you mean by economic infrastructure? If in a country roads, dams, bridges, electricity or communication is good, we call it a sound economic infrastructure, while social infrastructure includes schools, hospitals, training centers and colleges. So when these infrastructures are weak, people are illiterate or unaware about the opportunities. So if a person is illiterate, he suffers loss because he has lower human capabilities. And if a person is not educated, he will have a belief that he is not capable. उसके एस्पिरेशंस जो हैं वो बहुत लो होंगे. सो illiteracy and lower human capabilities will further have low aspiration and lack of entrepreneurship. That is, जो aspirations हैं वो लो होंगी हमारी क्योंकि हम कम पढ़े हुए हैं, हमारे सपने भी छोटे होंगे. We will try to get work under someone. We will try to get a job and work under someone. We don't have that much confidence that we can generate employment opportunities for others also. So lack of entrepreneurship develops. We don't have self-confidence. So the next problem, which is superstition, antiquatedness, orthodox traditions. Now superstitions means andhvishwas. Antiquatedness means old-fashioned or narrow thinking. Old beliefs को हम follow करेंगे. Orthodox tradition also means the same thing, that is difference between man and woman. You will be believing in caste system also. Your thinking will be orthodox. If you are less educated, you will be following all these superstitions. You will be thinking that man is different from woman. Man will be considered as supreme and woman will be considered as low. Also, the third point, which is improper use of natural resources. That is, if you are not educated, you don't know how to use the resources. You are not aware about the use of natural resources, which is again a problem with developing countries. So, this way, a developing country is not able to achieve economic and social development because of all these problems. So children, with this we complete first part of human development. We will be continuing the second part in the next video. Thank you.